Hi everyone, I'm going to talk a little bit about the language study plan that you'll be able to see on the module that you're working on. The language study plan came into being a few years ago when I was trying to learn a language. I was in the Philippines, I was really new, I'd only been there for a few weeks, and I was really overwhelmed already by the amount of language there was to learn. And I wasn't sure how to make any progress. So, based on the advice of somebody I knew, I started to make language goals for myself. And at first I thought they were kind of useless, so I kind of overhauled the way I was doing it and tried something new. And what I did was I would set a long-term goal about 6 weeks out, and then I would set each week up until that 6 weeks, what am I going to do to develop part of those skills so that by the end of the 6 weeks I've developed a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. So by the end of 6 weeks I can complete the long-term goal. So for example, I want to be able to introduce myself and talk about myself to people. So week 1, I'm going to learn ways to introduce myself. Week 2, I'm going to learn how to talk about my interests. Week number 3, I'm going to learn how to talk about my family. By the end, I'll have the knowledge to talk about all of those things so that my introductions can be more comprehensive. So that's the way the language study plan is designed. Just to provide stepping stones for students so they can always be making progress, always be seeing their progress, and be less likely to get discouraged and have a more concrete goal to work toward instead of just a vague, well, I want to get better at English. What does that look like? What does that sound like? So it's really important as a volunteer to fill out the language study plans every week. It will keep your students and you accountable for the lessons that you do, for the homework assignments, and for their progress. So always keep updating them. Even if you feel like you don't have a lot of time, always update them. We need to keep them on track to their goals. Thanks.